everyone, and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're making cheesy potatoes, and these are great for a crowd. You can double, triple them. The only thing is, right off the top, you have to start these the day ahead because you're using frozen potatoes and you want them thawed when they go in the oven. So let me start out by telling you what I have in this pan is I have 1 onion and 1 stick of butter, and I'm going to cook that. Helps if we plug it in. I have a hard time with these plugs. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So anyways, so we will saute these until they're soft and translucent. So we're going to come over to here and we're going to put in our potatoes in a bowl. And they have to be the cubed potatoes. Don't use the shredded ones in this. They just fall apart. So this is 2 pounds of potatoes. And I've mixed the regular with, I think they're home style. They have, or southern style, they have peppers in them. So I'm just going to dump that in the bowl. And you can add any cheeses you want. And I always use a lot of different ones. Today I used some Swiss that I had in the refrigerator. I just cut it up and put it in. And we're going to use cheddar. So what you're going to do is you're going to pour in 1 stick of melted butter over your potatoes. And mix that around. And then you're going to add in 1 can of either cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, cream of celery, whatever cream you like. Now, people differ on this. Some call for 2 cans and some call for 1. I preferably like 1 can because I kind of like my potatoes a little bit more dry. I don't like mushy, wet potatoes. So I actually only use 1 can. Now we're going to put in 2 cups of sour cream. And you do not have to be precise, just throw it in. These potatoes come out really good no matter what you do. And also, if you like your potatoes really dry like I do, I kind of cook them a little bit longer than what they say. But right now we're just going to follow the recipe so that everybody can see what they taste like without making any substitutions. Okay? Alright, so here's my 2nd cup of sour cream. Okay, now we're going to put in 2 cups of cheddar, and I don't even measure, just throw it in. This is so easy, you guys, and so delicious. Alright, now we're going to stir all this together. Let me check on my onions here. Get them moving. Let me turn it up a little bit. Alright. It won't take long to saute those. So then you just stir all this together. Make sure you have a big enough bowl because you need room to stir. They say to do this all in the pan, and there's no way you'll be able to turn them over in the pan because you're only using a 9x13 pan. And I usually make these for holidays and when I have a lot of people coming, because you can make them up ahead of time, which is excellent, and then just bake them at the last minute. And you know, when you only have 1 oven, it's tough to get everything cooked for Easter and Thanksgiving and all of that kind of stuff. So, and I have cooked them the day before I needed them and then just warmed them with foil over the top of them. I just warmed them in the oven till they warmed through, that's all. Don't cook them real high because you already cooked them. But if you need to take them somewhere where you won't have an oven to cook them, then that's another option you have. Just watching those onions real quick, and then I'm going to pour that into these potatoes. As you can see, these look delicious. I might even add a little more cheese. Who cares? There we go. These are almost done. And you're going to need 2 cups of corn flakes. Just get the generic ones at the store, because you're not going to use a lot of the box, and I don't know, if you eat them that's fine, but I only use them for baking and cooking. So so you need 2 cups of corn flakes, and just put them in a bag and crush them, and that's going to go on top of our potatoes. Alright, now our onions are done and they're translucent, and I'm just going to pour them into our potatoes. And use as many onions as you want, any kind you want. Just make sure that you use enough that you can taste it throughout the potatoes, because it really does make a difference to have these onions in it. But like I said, if you have roasted onion at home and you want to use it up, just use it. It'll be good. If it didn't taste good with something else, I would definitely let you guys know. But I do try to use up things in my house. I don't like to waste food, and so, you know, just coming up with recipes and stuff is a good way to use up everything you have. Alright, so I think that's good. It looks delicious. And now we're going to pour it in our pan. Oh, and I don't know if I told you, but I did use half a bag of regular and half a bag of the Southern. That equaled 2 pounds. So you will have, if you do mix it like I did, and don't just use the 1 potato, then you'll have 2 half bags still left over. So if you want to just use 1 bag, just use 1 flavor. Alright, let me get my spatula. And these are going to sit in your refrigerator until the next day. And then you're going to uncover them from the refrigerator, and you're going to bake them at 350 for 1 hour, or until heated through. Sometimes I like to take mine out in the morning of the day that I'm going to bake them, and kind of get them a little bit to room temperature, not a ton, because you know there is a lot of stuff that can go bad in these, but just get it a little bit warmed up, so that way it'll bake really nicely through in your oven, and you won't have like cold spots. Okay, just make it really even. That looks really good. A little bit more over here, I think. Alright, and now all I'm going to do is top it with my corn flakes. And these are crushed, like I said before. But I could crush them a little bit more while they're going on. And really, you don't even need to measure it out. Use what you like. If you don't even want to use them, I've done it without, so I didn't waste the corn flakes, because really this is the only thing I use them on. It's all up to you guys. You can also cook them all the way through, and when they're ready to come out, just about, I would say 15-20 minutes before they're ready to come out, put whatever kind of cheese you like on top and bake it, and you'll have a sheet of cheese on top if you don't want to use the corn flakes. That's something else you can do if you don't like the corn flakes. Okay, I'm just going to pour these on. Spread them out real nicely. Alright. This is done, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator, and we'll finish it up tomorrow. Alright, here's the leftovers of my potatoes. Everyone was hungry. They ate before I could get the picture of the actual pan of them. I ended up cooking this at 350, and I had a spiral ham that just needed heating, and I know it calls a lot lower temperature, but I put it in at 350, and I baked it just along with these potatoes, and the ham came out great. And the potatoes, I actually let them go 2 hours because we put the ham in, I got busy, and we got busy with all kinds of stuff around here, and I forgot. They came out even better. So I would say go as long as you want. I like mine on the drier side, and I have to say they weren't dry, like dry in your mouth. They were just right. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.